Hi, we're the Congers. My name's Preston.
I'm Abby, and this over here is our daughter Clara.
We are going to Guatemala as missionaries with Team. Can you imagine going in to get a surgery done only to find out that your surgeon has never taken a class on anatomy? Can you imagine building a bridge across the Thames without having any training in engineering? No, of course not. Would we expect our ministry leaders to do their work without proper biblical and theological training and discipleship? Unfortunately, this is the case for too many ministry leaders in Guatemala. Did you know that while at least 1 in 200 North American pastors have had biblical and theological training, only 1 in 4,000 Guatemalan pastors have had this training? And these pastors are trying to serve their churches in Christ faithfully without having the benefits of this well-rounded biblical and theological training.
Guatemala desperately needs the whole gospel. Around 90% of the population would claim to be religious, with around 40% claiming to be evangelical. However, most cannot articulate their faith in any meaningful way. A pastor at Iglesia Reforma put it this way: prosperity theology, pastoral abuse, biblical illiteracy, and corrupted ministry practices are all too common. People know Jesus as a symbol of Christianity, but not who he is as the Bible expounds him. Generally speaking, Christianity in Guatemala is dominated by Roman Catholic restrictions, syncretistic paganism, immature leadership, and a tragic misunderstanding of the gospel. There is still much work to be done here.
Abby and I have made a choice to go to Guatemala City. We want to equip ministry leaders in Guatemala by preparing them to teach the whole gospel in their churches. And we will equip them by teaching at Central American Theological Seminary, as well as partnering with a local Team church plant, Iglesia Reforma. By doing this, we believe that the ministry leaders will be able to transform the lives of the people in their communities and ultimately the world through the power of the whole gospel.
We both grew up in churches that taught the whole gospel. We've been to college and seminary. We've had the advantages of biblical and theological training and discipleship, and now we're longing to share the good news of Jesus Christ in a full and meaningful way. And Guatemala desperately needs this good news. 500,000 orphans need it. The 75% of people living below the poverty line need it. The unreached Mayan people groups need it. The many who have been betrayed by leaders in the church and government need it.
We believe that the power of the gospel will transform the hearts of Guatemalans and free them from the bondage of sin and death, bringing new life to their country and to the whole world. We long to see Guatemala become a beacon of hope, not from anything that we could do, but simply from experiencing the full revelation of God's love in Jesus Christ. Do you believe in the transforming power of the gospel? Then will you partner with us in God's mission?
We primarily need partnership in 3 areas. First, we desperately need prayer for our preparation and for the people of Guatemala who will be impacted by this ministry. Second, we need your financial support for our one-time outgoing costs. These will allow us to get set up in country once we arrive. Third, we need people who can partner with us through monthly, ongoing financial support. This support will ultimately keep us on the field so that we can focus on building relationships with the people we're working with at Seteca.
God wants to give Guatemalans the hope they're longing for, and together we can bring them that hope.